It's that time. Time for Steve Merrill to stop by to break down all the big games across college football. And a few get bigger than this one in the SEC. Ole Miss and Georgia. Steve, these two teams got together last year in a similar type situation. And a lot of people thought Ole Miss was ready to take that leap in the SEC, and they were not. 52-17 in that one. But they got the home game this time around. Georgia's been pretty inconsistent. Of course, had a fight on their hands against Florida last week, and they're a 2.5-point favorite on the road.
Yeah, this is so similar to the Alabama LSU game that we also discussed this week. 2.5 to 3 point line here. Home dog that's got a really good offense. Also a home dog that's got 2 losses. Of course, the difference between Alabama and LSU, they both have 2 losses. That's a loser leave town matchup. Georgia drops this one. They probably are still in the mix. No question, Ole Miss has to win out, in my opinion. They can't get that third loss. And I do like Ole Miss in this spot. First of all, this summer at the Circa, Georgia was a 7-point advance favorite this summer. Just a week ago at DraftKings, a bettable line was Georgia -5. And then this one opens 2.5, 3 where it currently stands. I think one of the reasons is because Ole Miss's offense just looked incredible last week. This team put up 63 points against Arkansas, put up just shy of 700 total offensive yards, which is pretty impressive. 560 passing. So they can move the ball against a good Georgia defense. And in fact, even when you factor in the weaker schedule they've played this year, they are the better offensive team. They're averaging over 11 yards per pass attempt, 42 points a game. Georgia's good, and their defense is solid. Texas somewhat shot themselves in the foot, I think, in that first half a few weeks ago. But I like Ole Miss here. I think they could pull the upset. And then on top of that, my database simulation, 10,000 games, 3.5-point margin for Ole Miss. So I actually think the wrong team is favored here. I've got Ole Miss winning this one outright.
Interesting. Get the complete look with Steve. The NBA has started. You've got the NFL, of course, and all the college football at Wager Talk with Steve, wagertalk.com. And then, of course, the Under the Radar selection. That's our exclusive pick we get from Steve each and every week right here at the Voice of College Football. Check it out as a premium member on the main channel or at patreon.com/MarkRogersTV. College football is even more exciting with some action on the line. And the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Let's start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread. I've got a 40-year track record. In fact, in 2023, at $100 played per game, you would have netted over $9,300. And guess what? I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill, our ace in the hole, show stopper from Wager Talk. 6 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly Under the Radar pick, which went 21-5 against the spread the last 2 seasons. I repeat, 21-5 against the spread. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Steve Dace and Matt Zemek. Become a YouTube channel member or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2024 a winner now.